Can you guys hear the game? I don't think so. So, let me just... Yay! Now you can hear the game. And me! Hi! How we doing? I just realized I didn't turn on my stream chat. Like, I can't see it, anything. Psych. Just remember that, yes. You know, okay, so, wait a second. I have so much to not tell you guys, but more like, it has been an interesting couple of days. Mostly because, oh my god, this is so loud in my headphones. I don't need it to be this loud. So, very interesting couple of days. You might be like, hey View, what were you doing? Why couldn't you know, stream? So I feel like I've said this, but I was gonna volunteer, which is what I did for the first 2 days. And then from the third day onwards, I kind of disappeared for a bit. Well, from the volunteering, the third day of the volunteering thing that I was doing, the third day they were like, oh, actually, we don't need you, because, you know, I had like a class before that. So I would go to my class and then come around 1 p.m. to start volunteering for like orientation in my university. It was orientation week and I was supposed to volunteer all week as part of the social media people. So taking like videos and stuff, right? Of like all the happenings. And it was all good until like day 3 where they were like, oh, you don't need to come in. So I did like because they were like, oh, we're gonna like be over quite quickly today. So like just, you know, see you tomorrow. And I said, okay, I'll go tomorrow. And then I didn't sleep well. So when I woke up in the morning being like, oh, I should go now, I just couldn't. So I didn't go. And I just gave them some kind of excuse, I think. To be fair, I was not feeling well when I woke up, which is why I was like, I need to sleep more. And then I kind of just was like, okay, fuck this. And that's also what happened on Friday when I was gonna go. So you might be like, oh my god, Mew, why didn't you stream if you didn't like go? Well, for one, I really thought I was gonna go, and for two, like, I was trying to enjoy the last few precious days of my holiday. It was the last few precious days of my holiday, okay? And then when it was over, it was like, you know, tomorrow classes start. I'm very excited, not gonna lie. Like, I'm excited for classes to start because, you know, I have so many plans for this semester. And I got all of my schedules for who's writing what song, and what we're doing, and how things are gonna go. Like, very fun things, okay? Like, lots of cool, fun things happening I'm excited for. And I don't know, man, like, I feel like it's safe to say, like, it's like, okay, so, mostly because I'm just gonna increase, so I still haven't figured out my like like my situation with the mic arm. I was trying to figure out what the word was, and I thought I would get to do it all over this week, but that didn't end up happening. But guess what else did happen? I got my last little drawer for under my bed. Very useful. Now I have a whole side of under my bed that's just like drawers full of stuff. One of them is full of notebooks that I'm gonna be using over the next semester. Planning to finish like 2, 3, no wait. There's like 8 notebooks. No. Yes, 8 notebooks. And I want to finish 2 every single semester, so that I can finish all 8 of them before I leave Singapore. Like, I've graduated and stuff. So that's the plan, to try to finish 2 songbooks each semester. I feel like that's very possible for me, because this time I do have to write some songs for class, and otherwise I plan to write a song every week anyways. Because I have like a lot of ideas I want to actualize, and I have some ideas for albums and stuff, like some concepts. So like, I'm gonna write those down too, and hopefully that'll be 2 songbooks worth of songs. I don't know how many songs that's gonna be, but here's to hoping I write consistently enough that I finish it before I start next semester, because I really want to get all of these notebooks over with. So I can be like, holy shit, that's so much like crazy amounts of writing. So yeah. Yeah. I had a really like normal sort of weird week. I was doing a lot of like research in the middle for like classes, you know. Uh and then also was doing some, you know, I was doing some research stuff. Then I was also like reading, generally speaking. I started this book called The Raven Scholar yesterday. Okay, the reason why I have not finished it yet is because yesterday I got interrupted. Today I knew when I was gonna start reading I would be interrupted, so I just didn't read it. But it's really good. So I'm excited to actually pick it back up again tomorrow, I think. So that's the thing. Like, that's what I'm doing. Okay, can I get a secondary weapon? So that I would like to... Oh, okay, no. I can only take a primary one. Let's see what this is. Hold up. Boon momentum. Hit streak boons are even faster to build up to. Okay. What is this one? Fury can never drop below 2x. Oh, that's good. Deal 50% more damage when low on health. How many can I pick? Oh my god. What is this one? Oh, I can only pick 2. Can I get can't I get more? Oh, okay, fine. Let's pick this one because I feel like the ammo thing is kind of like, it's fine.
Bloodied their noses we did, but Judge wasn't ready to take
I won't play a lot today because I have to sleep so I can wake up at a decent time tomorrow. But also because I want to like, yeah, I want to get like a good 8 hours of sleep. So I think around 12 a.m., which is in about like an hour and 50 minutes, I'm gonna stop. Hit back hard. What is that? Is that a new weapon that we're gonna get? Whoa, what is that?
Now the ritual of spears was supposed to bind a spirit in perpetuity.
What does that mean? Oh?
At least that's what they was hoping for.
What did that do instead?
Yeah,
whoa.
Let me tell you, that was not the finale Hell was hoping for.
Uh-huh. That's for sure.
And after that, prophecy or no prophecy, we had the judge's full attention.
Of course we did. That's really nice. Okay, let's do this.
Ritual of spears didn't work, so it was back to the old drawing board for the judge.
Yes. Okay. Are you guys ready? What am I doing? What am I doing? What am I doing? No, seriously. Okay.
would have won if Ritual had succeeded.
I'm like not even doing that good, guys. Oh! Oh my god, I'm dying so quickly. Okay, so I also had like a super big dinner today, so I'm like really full, and I honestly don't even think I don't like, I really like this game, and I'm having so much fun. But guess what though, today, because it's like it's just been like what do I say, like the last week has been really weird actually. I just missed you guys a lot. Like I've been like in the throes of creation and like getting so many good ideas and trying to write them down as fast as possible, but like I haven't really been making anything. Like my brain keeps going back to, I said I would like edit videos and shit, and I haven't really done that this week, but the plan was to edit one video at least. Hopefully I'll do that before I go to sleep. Because it's not gonna be a super like complicated edit, it's just gonna be a super like easy one. So yeah. But like seriously, it's been a weird week. Like I did on the day that I did volunteer, I did like do a lot of like good shots and good pictures and everything. So like I was very proud of that. And then I didn't go for the rest of the days, which made me kind of like, I can't believe I did that. But sometimes I don't think, like I just couldn't. I just couldn't. It was kind of sad, actually. So yeah. But the 3 days of my like classes that I had last week, this week, the 3 days were so good. I made friends and we had so much fun. We had like a little outdoor excursion activity thing, and that was really fun. And like we actually were like so chill and so fun, and it was just so nice to be able to like talk to people and have fun with them. Oh my gosh. I just have so much fun when I talk to like people. But seriously, like I don't know why I've just been like so out of it for the past couple of days. Like in the best way possible, kind of. It's funny because like you wouldn't expect it to be this like chill and easy, quote unquote, you know? But it's like so nice. Oh my god. I've been having like so much fun in life. And I hope everyone does that too. I'm not making much sense because like the only thing on my mind is reading. This game is taking a backseat to how badly I want to read right now. Also because I found this really cool book while I was doing some research and watching some like music info videos. Just like stuff to help improve my understanding of some of the things that I feel like I struggle with a lot. And so I found this really cool channel, and I forgot the name of the channel, but they had like what I do remember. And if anyone's interested, I can give you guys the links to the videos I've been watching because they're really good. Some of the information I definitely already know and understand, so it's not like something I actually have to rethink about. But it's nice to see it from this understanding from another person's perspective, and like the way that this person was teaching about it was like really really cool. Like they like made a whole chart and it's available for free, and it's like, oh my god, it's so good. It's like so good that I happened to like just I watched like a bunch of those videos yesterday and today, but like it's a bit to digest. You actually want to sit down and experiment while watching it, I think. But I was just sort of watching it as like a little refresher or like a little filler episode. But I am planning to use these every week when I want to write a song. But I'm gonna write a song, or I'm trying to write one at least once a day. I really want to do more writing exercises, and I've been like collecting little writing exercises. Like, it's a prize. So I wanna start doing those. I just thought today would be the last day of my like you know, it's my last day of my little semester break, and once the semester starts, which I already have so many things ongoing. So tomorrow I'm gonna be going to college, right? I'm gonna go to class. After class is over, I get like a little hour-long break. After that's done, my plan is to, like, while in the middle of that hour-long break, I'll eat like lunch or whatever, and then also send an email or like write an email, draft an email to my one of my professors, the one who's usually in charge of handling all the thesis matters, to see if I can, like, just figure out how to have a chat with him so I can like get some ideas about my, like, get some more clarity on what I'm doing for my thesis. Because if I really want to do, which I finally got to know what this is called, the thing that I want to do, which is practice as research, which basically means you use your practical experience as a research opportunity and then you write about it, but you still have to have a, like, a dissertation statement, like something that you want to talk about before you even start that practice as research. This is a lot more work intensive and you need a lot more time for it. So it's like you have to like think about your method, like completely figure it out and all of that before you can do this. So because I want to do it like this, it's gonna take way longer. And the reason I got to know about this is really funny. During this 3-day intensive class, like, our teacher was this a lecturer from my university, right? Like, of course. But specifically from my side of the university, she was in the performing arts. So she was saying, yeah, you can do something like that's called practice as research. And I was like, I've been looking for that word. And I finally delved into the side of our like school website thing, whatever. Our school like learning platform, whichever word you were like, whatever it's called, like our school's internal website, whatever that's called. Like, basically we call it the learning center. No, wait. We call it the, I don't really care what they call it. Anyways, it's the internal website that students use to like book facilities, etc., etc. But they also have like a bunch of info on there for various things. So I was looking, finally went to this, like, the section of the website that had stuff about thesis, because at this whole time, like this whole point, I've been ignoring it. I've been like, I don't really need to know, right? It's fine if I don't look at it because I don't really need to. But I finally like delved my eyes into deep into this side of the website and like looked at what was on there, and I was like, oh, that's some practice as researchers. And they had like much more detailed like set of I keep wanting to say infomercials. They were not commercials, it was just information, more deeper information for this. So I was like, okay, I think no, genuinely though, I think, like, now that I have a better understanding of what might be being, like, what is being asked of me when I'm trying to achieve practice as research for my dissertation. But even then, like, I still need to go talk to a teacher because they will be able to point me in the right direction. Also provide some clarity on whether the ideas that I'm thinking of are viable or not, or if they're like too much for too little time, or if I'm like actually just being stupid. Because then they can tell you, like, hey, this idea isn't gonna work, it's not actually something that you can write about because it's not like, but like everything, and like it's not not that it's not worth it, it's just not, it doesn't have any like application. Because like one of the things that I found out was you have to like write about something that like adds to the pool of knowledge. I don't think they mean like the whole world's pool of knowledge, because that's like crazy, right? That'd be crazy. But like your own pool of knowledge, maybe. But then again, it's like that's also weird because, like, why would it only be about yourself? Because this is gonna get published and people can use it as a, like, they can cite it and stuff like that. So, you know what I mean. While I'm talking about this, I'm gonna try to, like, do this. But yeah, it's like.
Rachel Spears didn't work, so it was back to the old drawing board for the judge.
But that's why I'm like very excited to do this, because I feel like this is like this is the point of time where I'm like, yeah, okay, this makes sense, Nice. Nice. Where is it? Okay. Oh, wow. Okay. Finally! Oh my god.
Wonder how it would have went if Ritual had succeeded.
Holy shit, I was literally just like dying. Ow. What is this? What is this over here? Nice. So like, did I escape them or what's the deal here?
Arafan was working some darker magic. She took the
Okay.
hell from a demon turned into a weapon.
Oh, this is nice. Oh, okay. Oh! Nice. Nice.
Hell knew they had a problem. What with us being this far into their end zone.
Wow. Wait, what? Is this it? Are we supposed to go down here? Is there nowhere else? Okay. Let's go.
Down, 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 deeper into the mines.
Where is it? What? Where is it? Oh my god. Okay.
Shame that whole army got turned to ash.
What?
Tangle with the bull, you're gonna get the horns.
What is happening? I have no idea what's going on. Holy shit. Why is the game going crazy? What is happening? My game went crazy.
She tried again.
Okay. I don't know what it is about this game, but my eyes definitely hurt after I play them. Holy shit. Like, from the last time that I played this, I like have gotten worse. That's so sad. I'm literally in the 67,000s. That's so sad. What happened to my... Oh my gosh. My eyes are like watering like crazy, and I think it's the game. I think it's just so flashy that it hurts my eyes. I'm trying to put on eye drops and I can't even do that right. Holy shit. I'm gonna stop playing actually and just talk to you guys for a bit. My eyes hurt too much. Where did I... Oh, found it. Okay, so okay, I'm gonna take my headphones off for a bit. God damn, even my ears are kind of tired now. That is really strange though, because like last time it took a lot longer for my eyes to get like what even is happening with this game. Ha ha ha, that's so funny. But listen to me guys, listen to me. I'm gonna turn on some background music. Let's just play some space age exploration. So I was yeah, basically I'm just gonna disappear when my tracking phone dies. Like, it's not a super long stream, okay? Genuinely, I'm gonna be like very like, it's gonna be like frankly a short stream, because well, obviously I have to get up tomorrow early-ish. Kind of, not really, kind of. A little bit, kind of, mostly early. Like, I have to wake up at a decent time essentially, and also eat in the morning. So that's why I'm trying to sleep early-ish. I know I probably won't go to sleep like till like 1 a.m. or 1:30, which is why I'm planning to stop my stream as soon as my tracking phone dies, which was at 20%, so it should be soon. And I'll see you guys proper tomorrow, right? Like, we'll have fun. But yeah, it's been a really fun week actually for me. Even though I wasn't streaming, I was still having fun. Like, I love you guys and I miss you guys so much, because every single day I'd be like, come up with something new I wanted to tell y'all, and then I was like, oh yeah, I can't stream today because I had to wake up early in the morning. Because like, okay, my class is at 9:30, so the first 3 days would have been impossible, and I thought, oh okay, maybe Wednesday, but then Thursday I was like, I was supposed to have a super busy day. If I had gotten up and gone, yeah, I would not have been able to stream. Yeah, basically Thursday, Friday, Saturday, and even today I slept I slept in a lot, because it was the last few days of my holiday, and I was like, okay, now from tomorrow onwards I'm gonna be working hard. I did all my prep for like the semester. I have some more to do. Basically my prep involves me basically just trying to give myself a clear timeline to work within for certain assignments and stuff that I want to get done before, you know, other things. Tomorrow I'm gonna get a little bit more information on what other assignments I should expect to you know, take a lot of time. Like, yeah, of course, there's like the thesis stuff that I want to do. There's like my normal principal study stuff, which has been like decided for like 3 months already, except for one song. So like, I know what I have to achieve within the next like 2 months, to make sure that I don't have to stress about it later. Which the good thing is I'm very prepared. I have resources, and this is the last semester I'm ever gonna have to transcribe songs. So that is ideal, right? Like, this is the ideal I would say I would have wanted for my first sem as well. But I didn't really know what I was expecting in terms of workload for my first sem. But for this, I'm quite aware of what the workload, and I'm like kind of just like, okay, I'm chill because I'm chill, alright? Like, there's really nothing to complain about. The only thing that I should complain about is myself, because I'm the one who's giving myself more work. But, yeah. I've just been, like, I don't know how to, like, explain this, but I have really high expectations for my next semester, next year. Like this year, essentially, of my academic year. Like, I have high expectations because I am putting myself in a position where I am going to challenge myself every single day, practically, if I really want to do this thesis thing, which I really, really do. I want to do practice and research. I've never wanted something so much, okay? I was talking to one of my friends in the acting department, who's like also technically my senior because he's in year 3 and I'm in year 2. So I was like asking him what he was doing for his thesis, and he was like, I was gonna do a practice as research for one of my, like, I did that once, and it, like, yeah, it's really a lot of hard work, and the faster you start things and the more time that you have, the better for you. And I'm like, I'm definitely think I need that time, because I don't think it's possible for me to do that within 1 academic year. So 2 academic years is the amount that I feel like would make sense. Like, I enjoy the thought of doing a lot of crazy things, and I'm just doing it because it sounds fun. But the thing is, I'm not gonna drop it even if it ends up being like, oh my god, not fun, because I like the research part, I like the hard work, I like having to like dig my shoes in and be like, okay, let me try to figure out a solution for this XYZ problem that I'm having. Like, I like all of those things about this. Oh, my mom's calling. Okay, let me just send her a text. Oh my god. Yeah, so basically, my plan for tomorrow is, well, my plan for tonight is, after the stream is over, I'm gonna like do my like getting ready for bed routine, basically, which is just like doing my nasal rinse, putting on my meds, talking to my mom, just like getting comfy in bed and getting like fully prepared to go to sleep, you know, as one does. And then my other thing I'm gonna be doing is like just before I, like, while I'm doing the getting ready for bed stuff, I'm also gonna just like set myself like some kind of timeline. Like, I have a few things on a timeline, but like really other things that I'm also planning to keep on a timeline, I want to finish them by this point of time in the next 3 months, like, basically, so that I am setting healthy, realistic expectations for myself, but also trying to achieve them. So, like, a little bit faster than my classmates would, mostly because I'm the one who's trying to put myself in a position where I have to do a lot more work than everyone else. And that means I definitely have to make sure that I am fully well aware of what I have to do and I have to finish. Some of it is happening today. A lot of it is going to happen over the next week, because, you know, this like week 1 of any semester is just like a here, this is the expectation for you for this semester. So that's honestly what I'm waiting for. I'm just like, okay, let me figure out what the expectations are for this semester by the teachers, and, you know, we'll figure it out. I have a new classmate, so that's gonna be exciting to figure out like what they're like. I'm excited to see it because it's fun to have new people in, and it's definitely gonna change some of the more annoying parts of my school life, which is my classmates. I'm gonna be like super honest. and just say it, right? I don't hate my classmates. I don't even hate any of them. I just think we don't have the same kind of attitude towards learning. And like, there's nothing wrong with their attitude. Like, it's not like, oh my god, like, that I look down on them or anything. It's just a very different idea of what a successful school life looks like. For me, I want to experience every single part of the school life. If I'm here and I'm also paying an actually absurd amount of money to be here, well, they are not. You know, I want to get, like, at the base of it, it's like, I want to get my money's worth. I want to experience all of it because I'm paying to experience all of this, right? Like, all the, every single thing that I can and should get, I want to get more than I can achieve, right? Like, and it doesn't just count towards, like, grades. I'm talking about the experience, I'm talking about the learning, I'm talking about the vibes as well. Like, if there's a library and I'm paying to use the library, I want to be able to get my money's worth. I'm paying to be in the school. I've paid tuition and I'm paying, like, a lot of money to be living in a very expensive city every single month. So the logic here is that we're just like, we came here with different amounts of stake in it, because I feel like they don't really want to be here. For me, that's what their, like, attitude towards, like, our course looks like to me. Maybe it's not like that, and I'm fully aware that they could literally just be like people who maybe don't know how to express themselves that well. But oftentimes it's just like the way they act kind of makes me think, like, you don't want to be here. You think all of this is a waste of time, but the thing is, they're still paying to be here. So it just really baffles me that you want to pay to be here, but then act like you don't want to be here and not fully take advantage of the place of life that you're in, essentially. That's the only part that really bothers me about my interactions with my classmates. And I think that bothers them that I really like to commit to things. I think it bothers them because they literally look like they're bothered by my interest in participating in class, wanting to know things, asking questions, like, what is your deal? Actually, though, I don't think there's any problem with asking questions. I'm literally the person in any room that I've ever been in. I've been the one that's asked the most questions. Okay? Sometimes they're stupid, sometimes they're, like, thought-provoking. But the point is, asking questions is important, okay? It's, like, super important. Like, the people who get ahead are the ones who are getting curious, okay? Like, whether you ask stupid questions or very, very, like, intellectually advanced ones, it doesn't matter as long as you keep your curiosity alive and as long as you keep trying to learn more than you already know. You know what I mean? Like, I don't think my classmates think like that. For them, this is like, they act like they're here reluctantly, like somebody forced them to show up, when that's not the case, because they're all paying to be here. Exactly, curiosity maxing, okay? And also, like, just to be very clear, I study music. You do not get in this field unless you genuinely have any interest in it, or some, like, sort of insane talent, okay? And insane hardworking spirits. Because the people who end up in this field are either, like, insane nerds like me, who are like, we love, like, the music, we love, like, making creation, and, like, they really truly cannot fathom themselves in any other field. I could have been an archaeologist. Music has always been my first choice, though. I'm, like, very much, I will do it all because I can, because I want to, right? But, like, this is not a field that you would pursue. It's not like law, it's not like engineering, where people are gonna force you because it's a good career. Nobody will force you to go into music unless your parents are, like, big musicians. But just for context, I don't think any of my classmates have parents that are, like, super, like, crazy musicians. Maybe their parents really like music and that's why they also really like music, but nobody's forcing them to be there. So the part that really confuses me when I interact with them and when I observe their behavior towards, like, this environment that we are in, they just act like they're there reluctantly, like someone's forcing them. Like, if Like, if they were told, like, you have to be happy here, they're not. They're just like, I'm being forced to be here. I don't want to do anything here. Like, I just hate everything about being here. So I just genuinely don't understand why they're there. That part gets me, okay? That part is just, like, really annoying. That's why I don't like my classmates. That's the only reason. I don't think they're, like, terrible musicians. I don't think they're, like, they don't know anything. Like, yeah, sure, some of them are definitely on a different skill level than I am. But that's okay. We all are on a different path in life. We're all on our own path, and I'm no one to judge whether you're ahead or behind. Like, it's do whatever you want to, man. Like, professionally in university, but like, hey, if that's your creative, like, outlet and you want to do it that way, who's stopping you? Like, there's literally every single kind of music that exists has an audience. Anyways, enough about my classmates. I would just put myself on a path of no return when it comes to doing random, well, not random, but like doing way too much when it doesn't need to be done. But like, I genuinely cannot wait to go and have a conversation with my professor about my thesis that's not actually due until like 2 years later. What's wrong with me? Nothing. I'm doing it because it sounds fun, okay? It sounds like it would be fun to do it this fast. I mean, like, this in advance. Mostly because all the stuff I want to do needs me to do it in advance. Timelines aside, I need to go to the library. I have this, oh my god, I was trying to tell you guys about this book that I found. So, I'm pretty sure this is a very famous book, but I just never heard of it until like 2 days ago. No, yesterday, actually. In the middle of the night while I was... What was I doing? It doesn't matter what I was doing. I think I was reading or like watching something. Either or. Somebody recommended this book in that video / article. I don't remember exactly what it was. It's called Harmonic Experience. And I read a sort of a kind of explanation about the book, and I was like, okay, I need it. So I go and try to find it, because I'm like, let me get it right now. I want to read. There is a preview on Google Books, so if anyone's curious, go ahead. I'm gonna be perusing through the preview over the next week. Slow, because I actually want to digest this information, but also I have like... I like read pretty fast, so I don't know. Maybe I'll just read it like 3-4 times. But I'm decided to buy it. I will. I technically asked my mom to buy it as a birthday gift for me, so... Yeah. I'm very excited. I am very, very excited. You haven't even started your thesis? Honestly, yeah. I haven't either. And I don't need to. I'm just choosing to do it because the stuff I want to do is gonna take very long. Longer than the amount of time that I'm supposed to have. So if I start in advance, it's an advantage. Mostly because I refuse to be the senior who's like super panicked about finishing their thesis. I saw my seniors this semester, like last semester, typing their thesis until the very minute that they had to submit. That is kind of an exaggeration. It was like on the week off they were supposed to submit. And I was looking at them and I was just like, guys, you're not done. I'm so worried for you. But you know, they all had like really cool topics, so I understand that they want to take their time. But the truth is, if I want to do something like practice as research, which is like, you know, requires me to actually do the work instead of just reading up on stuff and like writing it down, I will need more time than just one semester. So I do have a backup idea though. That's like very normal. It's still interesting. It's my backup because it's super easy, and yeah, it would be completable in a semester or half of it. So yeah, doing a thesis about economy ended up being a lot more boring than I thought. I'm not surprised. I like reading those, but the thing is, like, they sound really boring to research about unless you're super into like economy stuff. But the thing is, like, people need that stuff. Like, there's a reason why this still exists. Like, this field still exists because it's a necessary field. Although I think these days there's something to be said about whether or not you actually need the classic economist people, the classical economists, because, like, you know, look at what the world's like, right? Like, look at what the world is like. I feel like the more people that switch to, like, trying to build a more sustainable ecosystem for the economy to be, like, not as one way, that'd be nice. I do think a lot of people are advocating for it. It's just that kind of change is not... It's definitely possible in a few days. It's just the world is not ready to be shaken yet another time in the last few months. You hate your economy career, but yeah, it is necessary. That is so real. I hope you at least find some kind of joy in doing it. Like, find something to like about it. It makes life easier. Oh my god. Oh my god, I just choked on air. I have been... Okay, so I went out for dinner to a malatang place. Why did I go out for dinner to a malatang place? Because I was craving malatang. But the thing is, I feel like I may have made a mistake because I have, like, at least almost 3 servings of food in the fridge that I couldn't finish. Because, like, I went to a different outlet than the one I went to last time, where there was a cross-contamination incident, and it was, oh no. I'm never going back to that outlet because, oh my gosh, like, I refuse. But this new outlet, I had a lot more variety for the vegetables than I thought. And I got a bit too over enthusiastic and ordered more food than I could I definitely wouldn't be able to finish that much in one go. And yeah, I don't know how I'm gonna finish it. Like, yeah, definitely I can have some for, like, my little midday meal tomorrow, because the lunch is gonna be, I don't know what it's gonna be. Maybe I can take it with me for lunch, although that sounds like a bad idea, so I'm not gonna do that, mostly because it was cooked today, and if I take it outside all day tomorrow, that would be stupid. That would be not good, okay? I would get sick. I would get an upset stomach, which is, I would really like to avoid that. So, you know, I'm maybe gonna do it as, like, a midday meal, and then also for dinner twice in the same day is kind of overkill, but I will take that over the other option of having to throw away food, because I spent $16 on my mala today. It's way too much, actually. The last time I went, I only spent 11, and that was still, like, 3 servings. Well, 2 servings. 3 is, like, if I really only eat till I'm 80% full, but when I eat food I like, I end up eating a little bit more than 80%. So, 500 servings of malatang, yeah, that's like, I feel like malatang places are just super popular because they're just so, like, they're just so versatile. Like, I wish they had more vegetarian broth options. They usually don't. But the truth really is that, like, they do make it taste really good. The veggie broth of the franchise that I have been eating at Mala from for the past couple of months is, like, very nice. And they have a condiment bar. So, like, I literally cannot complain about the condiment bar, because that means I can definitely make modifications on the taste of the, like, food, which is ideal. I added a bunch of chili oil and soy sauce and some vinegar and sesame oil, and just, yeah. It tastes so good now, though. Like, not that it didn't taste good before. It was just, like, a little bit not salty enough for me, because I eat a lot of salt. But I have no idea what I should have for breakfast before leaving. But I feel like the answer is malatang, so I can stretch it out for a whole day of meals. That's insane, actually. You know, that makes me sound insane. Yep. I don't even care. It's fine. The plan for tomorrow really is just like going to school, doing like the 2 classes I have, which, okay, my biggest surprise from year 1 to year 2 of the same, like being in the same uni, has been the fact that year 2 got so much easier, like in terms of time, okay? Year 1, I was literally in campus like 8 hours every single day. An average of 8 hours every single day. Sometimes more, sometimes less. But it was a lot of time spent just being in classes or in rehearsals. This semester, I have like maybe 2 to 3 hours of classes every day on average. Some days I just have like 1 class, and that's it. Do you see how happy I am? I know you can't see it on my face right now, but when I saw that, I was so surprised. And then I heard what my roommate, well, my flatmate, the amount of classes she had. She has like 2 days off every week for no reason. It's not the weekend. It's not the weekend, okay? It's not the weekend that they're like, that she's getting off. She's getting off the weekend plus 2 more days over the week. And I have classes every single day. But it's less than 6 hours, so I'm happy. Because last sem, oh my god, it was literally 8 hours every single day. I was there from like morning to night. It was crazy. You have 14 hours a day? Oh my god, what are you doing in classes? I thought 8 hours was like a lot, but I guess 14 is like way more than that. I know math, guys. I'm just, yeah. That's crazy though. What are they making you do for 14 hours every day? Like, are you solving world problems or something? Or is it that you get so wrapped up in research you don't see the time pass? Because that happens to me. If I'm reading up on something, I just don't realize how long it's been. At least once this semester, I want to spend like all day in the library just reading. That's gonna be fun. I haven't done that in a long time. I missed doing stuff like that just for fun. Just go sit in the library all day and read. Like from when the opening hours start for the school library till when they end, which is like 8 a.m. to 8 p.m. so a full 12 hours. And I really do feel like I can do that because I can read for like 12 hours easy at home. So this shouldn't be too difficult. Just a lot of economy courses. Holy shit. I'm glad I didn't decide to study economy suddenly. Not gonna lie, I had a lot of options when I was trying to decide what I should study. So my first choice was music, my second choice was history, my third choice was biology. I feel like I would have been I know I would have been a really good microbiologist of all things. But, well, I got into the college I wanted to get into for music, so I just went to go do music. Yep. And it's fun. It's really fun. I'm so glad that I was watching, like I was saying, right? I was watching this video from this guy who's like a music teacher, or like is now a music teacher on YouTube. I don't know what his career trajectory looked like, but like from what I could understand from the YouTube videos that he's posted, like for a while he was just like musician who posts videos on YouTube, and then after that, like a year ago or something, he decided to become a music teacher on YouTube, discussing, talking about music concepts, and they're very good videos. And also like a completely different way that I've seen music being taught from like the standard stuff that you'd see in a music school or online, because they're all kind of like similar on the same line of thought kind of vibes. But this guy, like, I'm impressed. I like nabbed some of his like graphs and shit that he's made. They kind of just like diagrams, they're like flow diagrams, and so I've decided I'm gonna get them printed and stick them on, or well, like keep them near my piano, so when I do have to write music, which I've decided, of course, I'm gonna do every single week, Because, okay, so funny thing, they gave us the schedule, right? For who's writing for which week. Side note, I'm supposed to perform songs every week. One song. And I thought that would be like at least half of the semester I would be able to write one song, or like multiple songs over half the semester, so like close to 6 to 7 songs. I was wrong because I got 3 weeks only. I have the 6 classmates, okay? Somehow, some of them have gotten 5 weeks worth of writing songs. Some of them have gotten 4, and only 2 people have gotten 3. It's me and this other guy who I don't like the most. I don't like him the most. I really, really don't like him. Mostly because he was really unprofessional and screamed at me, and I was like, that does not fly. Get a life, man. Fix yourself. Seriously. I mean that about him though. It's not even like a joke. I just really dislike him. He is the worst kind of person I've met in a while. But yeah, I only got 3 weeks. I was so mad when I saw that. I was like, wow, I counted everyone's number of weeks that they get to write songs in. 2 of them get 5 weeks. 2 of them get 4 weeks. And 2 of us get 3. Should I think that my professor thinks that I'm super smart and really good at writing music? So he was like, you don't need that much experience. Let's just give you 3 weeks. Or should I think that like, he actually just made a mistake in counting, which has happened before. I'm just saying, it's not the first time. He's like handling like 4 different groups of people who all have these kind of schedules. So as like a fun little, I should still do it, I'm gonna write a song for every single genre. We're supposed to write a song for every single week. So like, it's one genre per week, and you write a song based on that genre, or of that genre, and then you perform it on this in the same week. So my plan is I'm gonna write those songs and make a different professor listen to them. Yes, I know how stupid that sounds. One professor gets to see it on a stage. The other one, I'm just gonna bother him because I have a class with him that's also an ensemble class every week. So I'll just be like, here, look at this song I wrote this week. Or like, do you think this sounds like 60s rock? I know, I'm sorry, I'm not. But like, hey, it works. Last semester as well, he was like very willing to give me feedback when I showed up and was like trying to show him some songs that I wrote. So I hope I can continue doing that, mostly because I will, and all of my teachers are super nice, so they'll give feedback if you show them something. And I love that. I think that's so nice of them. They're just such angels. Oh my gosh. But yeah, I'm really happy classes start tomorrow. I'm really excited for my thesis. Like, I know I've said this before, but I really like research. I really like reading, and I really like writing stuff, like papers. I'm like as nerdy as they get because I actually enjoy essay writing. Like, I know close to 0 people who actually write like writing essays, especially academic ones. Like for funsies, yeah, sure, but academic ones, most people are like, ew, I hate it. I don't want to do that. Especially, okay, so another thing that I don't understand about my classmates, and generally speaking, most of the people who are studying the same course as I am, which is music, you know, a lot of them keep reiterating that essay writing seems really stupid and having to write a thesis seems really stupid, other than the fact that, you know, it adds an honors to your bachelor's degree. But this is where I think I feel differently, because I think it's a good skill to have, to be able to communicate what you would like to in writing. And like, okay, those skills that you're learning for essay writing aren't just applicable to essay writing. And even as musicians, it's good to have those skills. It counts when it does. not being able to communicate, and writing is a lack of skill. Not being able to communicate and articulate yourself verbally also is the lack of very important skill sets that you can develop. But this is a platform, or like this is a place to develop them, where you have like supervision and people are trying to correct you if you go the wrong way and trying to make it easier, and it's very systematic instead of having to struggle with it by yourself by learning on the internet or something. Like, I just don't get it. Why do you think it's not important to learn all of these skills? Because like they're transferable. They're not just for writing essays, they're not just for communicating your words in a very succinct and like dependable manner. They're for other things too. Like, you can apply the same skills that you use for essay writing and reading research papers and stuff to reading media, like, stuff on the media. Being able to like perform your own analyses on a lot of things and not having to depend on like other people's analyses, and especially not AI. Like, come on. Is it so hard to learn how to write a decent essay? I really don't think so. And academic English is just a fancy way of saying it's straightforward and it's like clear language. Also, it's like you don't have to have fancy words and a lot of like funny punctuation. You can just have simple sentences with simple language. As long as it conveys what you're trying to like talk about or what you're trying to tell people, it's like good. I don't understand why people are so mad about writing essays. Like, yeah, sure, it's a labor, it's like work, but it's a skill that is very good to have. It really saves your ass when you need it to. So basically, yeah, that's my take today. Oh yeah, I felt the same way about one of these people that I know. We're talking about this class that we have, where basically the point is, it's our performance class, right? So the point is, you perform in front of a bunch of people, usually your peers and like your classmates, your seniors, your juniors, your teachers. There's usually only one teacher. Sometimes there's a second one. Sometimes you'll have your like, you know, like your private teachers come in. Sometimes you'll have friends from other courses looking at what you're doing, you know. And the thing is, every week is graded. One of the people I know said something along the lines of, we should not be giving feedback. The whole point of this class is to perform in front of people, not just for experience, but because the teacher will be able to tell you, and the people who are watching you will be able to tell you how to improve your performance, right? It's like the same kind of logic when you show your classmates what you've done with your essay, what you've done with your project, to get feedback, to like see what they think, understand their perspective, see if there's any way you can implement it. Essentially, receive and give constructive criticism. So one of these people I know said something along the lines of, oh, we shouldn't say anything to anyone in these classes, like ever. Like, just don't give feedback. And I really couldn't understand why. And like, I understood why she said that. Because she was like, you never know whether somebody would take it in a good way or a bad way. But this doesn't make any sense, because the whole point of this class is to learn how to receive feedback and how to, as a bonus, give feedback. And if somebody decides to take it the wrong way, even if you've said the nicest things, they're not going to change that even if you say it mean. Okay? Like, if somebody wants to take something in a bad way, like they want to interpret it in a way that hurts them, that's up to them. Okay? You cannot change someone's perception of themselves. They are not going to change that because you think differently. Unless, of course, you have a lot of like say in what that other person thinks about themselves. Like, but the point is, no matter whether you say good things or bad things to those kind of people, they're gonna find a way to spin it so that it hurts them more than it needs to. Also, constructive criticism usually comes from a place of wanting to see the person become better, not do worse. So when she said this to me, and I was just like, wait, that's so weird. Because the whole point of this class is to just learn how to give and receive feedback, and also, of course, improve your performance skills so that you can keep doing better. Not that you sit there, look at somebody perform, clap, and then move on with your life. That defeats the purpose of this, which really annoyed me because I was like, the whole point of this is to give feedback. Also, something that happens is if you don't give feedback, after a while the teacher won't ask you to, and he's just gonna brush over everyone who's trying to give feedback or who wants to, or even thinks something could be. Some people, my tracking phone is gonna die in 25 seconds, so I'm gonna finish this and I'm gonna start saying bye and then I'm gonna disappear because, you know, it's like my tracking phone's dead. so like the thing is, if you don't give feedback, and this is something I noticed in my own like class, right? If you don't give feedback, the teacher will stop asking you. Same logic, if you do give feedback, not only are other people encouraged to give feedback, now my tracking phone is dead. Not only are other people encouraged to speak out and say what they want to, but the teacher is more likely to make sure that he is conveying all of these things that he may have not thought of. Also, it's really important to look at other people's perspectives. Your audience, especially in music, your audience is gonna decide whether they like you or not, right? You can make really, really good music, but if your audience does not like the way you perform it, they're gonna think you're shit. They're gonna think you ruined it if it's a live performance. If you have a recording that like people love, and you're like, oh my god, this is so good, and you come out on stage and you perform it in the worst way possible, like sonically, stage presence wise, people are not gonna be like, oh yeah, that was so good, we love that song. They're gonna be like, wow, that was kind of shit. They're not worth the money we spent on this. So I'm just saying, that's something to think about, right? Like, it's so important to learn how to give criticism and receive criticism, and it's unfortunately a skill that is very much lacking in the few musicians that I have noticed in my own like people around me. Like, a lot of my seniors are really good at taking criticism, and they will take it very gracefully and try to implement measures next time to not make the same mistakes or not like have the same things highlighted over and over again. Sometimes that isn't even criticism. Sometimes I'm just complimenting them because I like what they've done. In fact, for me, every single week, I literally just do a little, I loved everything. But like, sometimes I'm like, I loved this, and this is things that you can do to improve. At least for me, that would be an improvement. Sometimes it's like suggestions for lyric improvements. Like, you know, because me and all of my seniors are all writing their own music and performing it. My juniors will not be doing that, okay? But my seniors are, and I am. So if there is improvements to be made, if there's something I can do to improve what I'm doing, like how I'm writing, the music I'm composing, the things I'm coming up with, I would want to know. Simply put, I would want to know so I can make it better. I can make it more interesting. I don't get what is wrong with that whole conversation. Like, I find myself incredibly frustrated by that thing specifically, so forgive me for being this way. I just find it such a waste of like people's energy and time, and not respecting the fact that like there was space, and especially your teachers, if you just do the opposite of what is expected and what is wanted. So yeah, but that's enough complaining about my classmates and people I know. It's not even a complaint, it's just an observation. But yeah, I'm gonna see you guys tomorrow. That was weird. Where did that come from? I'm so glad that I took this week kind of off. Mostly off, except for today, I suppose, because yeah, it was quite necessary. I will see y'all tomorrow for whatever it is that we're doing, which is, let me just check that. I really appreciate all love and support. Thank you so much for, like, you know, being here and mostly existing and supporting me and just, yeah, being yourselves. You guys inspire me every single day. So yeah, continue being muses. I shall go because I gotta do my nasal rinse and sleep soon. But you know, take care of yourselves, eat well, sleep well, hydrate, of course. I'm gonna go see how fast I can do my nasal rinse. Bye bye now. Mwah.